So one thing I believe that is crucial for us to understand, and we've kind of been stripped by this knowledge just by the American healthcare system and the way that we think about our body's immunity, our body's immune system. We don't need to be immunologists, but we need to have a basic understanding of how your body's immune system actually works, how your body's immune system works, how your kid's body's immune system works. And when you start to have a basic understanding of this, it will change the way that it'll change the way you look at sickness, but it'll change the way that you start to live your life as well. So let's dive into it. Your body's immune system, it's like a thermostat. It's like the rest of your body. It's like your body's constantly maintaining and regulating its temperature. It's constantly maintaining and regulating its heartbeat, sweat, everything, hormones. Your body's constantly maintaining and regulating all these processes. Your immune system is no different. However, your immune system is like a child. It's developing, it's learning, and the more it learns, the more it develops, the more useful, the more effective it's going to be. So we need to teach it. We need to allow it to learn, and we need to not respond to things that are negative, that we perceive as negative right off the bat. Sickness is not always negative. If you're a mom, if you're a dad of a young child, that young child just went through the womb. During a natural birthing process, the child goes through mom's birth canal, gets a whole bunch of healthy flora, bacteria, and that's the first step to developing that child's immune system. If your child was a C-section, they didn't have that opportunity. They're going to have to play a little bit of catch-up. That's a natural process. That's the way the body's designed, first and foremost, for that baby to start to develop an immune system. As the baby goes through that process, they're going to start getting the sniffles. They're going to start sneezing. They're going to start developing symptoms that we perceive as sickness a lot of times. The problem is, if we look at these symptoms as sickness rather than the body learning its environment, rather than the body starting to manifest and build health, we'll start to do things that interfere with the body's natural process to develop immunity, and then we'll end up with a child that's always getting sick. They're always getting ear infections. It seems like every couple weeks, every month or so, they're sick. And it's a reoccurring, repetitive process because we never let that child's immune system develop naturally the way it was supposed to develop. Now, every single time your body comes into contact with a pathogen, your body creates abilities for your body to defend off that pathogen. And a lot of times that's what getting sick looks like. Your body's developing and learning and developing a mechanism to defeat that pathogen. So next time it sees it, it's going to recognize it right off the bat and it's not going to get sick. A lot of adults right now are dealing with allergies. If I was to write you the perfect playbook to deal with allergies, that playbook, and it's the reason why I believe I don't get allergies. I get them every now and then, but they're very, very mild, not severe. And when I do get them, I look at them through this lens of my body's developing an immunity to the change in environment. Your body's always going to have to adapt to a change in environment, whether it's temperature, whether it's humidity, or whether it's a pathogen. So whenever, or whether it's just a pollen in the air. So when you enter into a new environment, so when the seasons change, technically that's a new environment. The seasons are changing, there's new things in the air, there's a new temperature. Your body has to adapt, it has to learn on the fly. The worst thing that you can do is take something from the outside in, a medication, to try to change the internal environment, the internal set point in your body. Your body's a lot smarter than you are. Your body's a lot smarter than any doctor is. When you put a medication into your body, it's messing with that thermostat. It's messing with the set point, and it's going to delay your body's ability to deal with whatever you're trying to change naturally. So that's why so many times when the allergies come and everybody starts throwing antihistamines and everybody starts throwing nasal sprays, that's why it seems like the next season it's getting worse. And then the season after that is it's getting worse because you're changing your body's set point, and not only are you changing your body's ability to deal with what it has to deal with this season, you're changing the mucous membranes. You're making them dry, or you're drying them out. So next season the body's responding and it remembers, oh, when this came last time and it's getting all this medication, it's drying out this membrane, now we have to secrete more mucus. The same thing, we know this example, when a man takes testosterone into their body stops producing testosterone. The testicles shrink, the boobs start to grow, gynecomastia. It's because your body's changing these set points, and it does this with anything. It's not just one thing. Whenever you put something artificial into your body, it changes these natural set points. So if I had to tell you how to deal with these things as an adult dealing with allergies, let your body start to recognize that environment. Go out in that environment, let your body get sick. Let your body exhibit symptoms because it's learning. The more that you try to interfere, the longer it's going to take to learn. With your kids, do everything you can not to interfere with medications. Get that kid adjusted. When you get your kids adjusted, when you get adjusted, the main purpose of that is to make sure that your body's responding to its environment as efficiently as possible. It's so your body can adapt. If I were to say in one sentence what we're trying to do when we deliver an adjustment, we're removing nervous system interference so that your body can start to adapt to its environment more efficiently, more effectively, and that's just going to exhibit better health down the line. As a kid, we let our kids, when pacifiers fell on the ground, dust it off, give it right back to them. Let their body be around as many pathogens as possible so that their immune systems develop and learn. That's the biggest thing. Your immune system will learn. It will keep a memory. It will store a memory. It's smarter than any computer that you can imagine. Any computer that we have, your immune system is smarter, especially when it's functioning the way it's supposed to, especially when we're not interfering. When we take things from the outside in, we're interfering with this process, and then your body has to heal twice. And you're creating a negative feedback loop that's going to start requiring more and more and more and more. And that's why as the years go on and we get sicker and we get sicker and we get sicker, and it seems like we're always getting sick, it's because we're doing things that are prohibiting our body to learn how to deal with these processes on its own. Your body's incredibly smart. Your body, the natural innate intelligence of your body that you were born with, is smarter than any doctor, any scientist. We just need to trust it. We need to give it time to do its thing. If you guys need anything, you guys have any questions, you let me know. Appreciate you guys as always. Talk to you guys soon.